Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Backyard practice with a bit of a difference today. What I've decided to do is actually shoot my hunting bow. I've got a 3D shoot on tomorrow night, which means I'm going to be shooting in the dark with a flashlight attached to the bow, and I thought it would be a pretty good opportunity to get some practice in with my hunting bow. So what I've got is a Hoyt Carbon Spider Turbo. As you can see, it runs a tight spot quiver, a Hoyt 5-pin sight, a QAD Ultra Rest, and I also have a small fuse stabilizer on the front. As far as my arrows are concerned, I use PSE X-Weaves in 300 spine. They're running a 125 grain field point on them at the moment because I run 125 grain broadheads, and the fletching on the back is a 4-fletch setup, as you can see there. So that's what works pretty well for me as far as the arrow is concerned out of this bow. And then for the release aid, I use a Carter Quickie release. It's a wrist release. Normally for target I'm using a handheld trigger release, but I prefer a wrist release when I'm out hunting just for personal reasons. The round that I'm going to be shooting today is just 5 ends of 3 arrows, so out of 150 points. As usual, I've got the target cam going in the bottom corner there, and in the top corner I'll have the scoring software so you can see where the arrows are hitting as well. So I am wearing a hip quiver and I've got 3 arrows in there. That's because I do want to shoot with the weight of the quiver on the bow. A couple of arrows in there to add a little bit of weight to that as well. But I just find it more convenient to get the arrows out of the target and stick them in the hip quiver rather than putting them in there every time. So without further ado, I'll get to shooting. So it is a little windy today, which is going to add to the challenge, but we'll see how we go. These arrows are a little heavier than my target arrows. It sounded like that one went straight through and hit the wood backstop. That one looks like it may have been a little high. It's been a while since I've shot this bow, so definitely takes a bit of getting used to going from one bow to another. And that one was a bit high as well. Let's go see how they scored. So we've got a 10 and a 9 and a 10. Not too bad to start off with. Yeah, that one definitely went through into the wood. So not a bad start considering I haven't shot this bow for a while. Definitely feeling the wind blow me around a bit. I think that quiver being on there catches a bit of extra wind as well. I think I've been shooting too much target archery, just not used to a small little hunting bow. I want my stabilizers back. So that felt like a good shot. Held that one for a long time. I think I managed to make it count though. That's the thing though, like when you're out hunting, when you draw on an animal, you don't always have the perfect shot straight up, and sometimes you're in a position where you've got to hold it for a long time. So it's kind of a good thing to practice, and I guess translating that to target archery, it comes in handy as well, because if you do find yourself holding for too long and you don't have enough time to let down and redraw, I do believe that that's saved me a couple of points a few times. So maybe practicing with a hunting bow more regularly should be part of my plan as well. Let's shoot this last one. That was not a very good shot. Let's go see how they scored. So we got a 10, an X, and a 9 on that last one. So got blown around a little bit on that last one by these gusts of wind. Ended up hitting a 9, barely. See if we can do better on this end. I think that's a 9 left. Not bad. Again, held that one for ages. Now the last time I shot the bottom right target, it was a 9. Let's see if I can do better. Looks like maybe the same spot. Let's go have a look. So, first one's a 10, barely. Second one, barely an X. And third one, still a 9, but at least it was a better 9. 2 ends to go. So the bottom left target definitely seems to be my best one so far. We'll shoot these 3 and see if we do better. 2 ends to go, and I think I've dropped 3 points so far. Let's see. think that one's slightly left. Wow, this wind. Crazy. It's the other reason why I thought I'd just do 15 arrows instead of 30, because the wind's supposed to pick up this afternoon. I think it's coming in a bit early. I've forgotten how much fun it is to shoot my hunting bow. I really should do it more often. Wouldn't it be funny to rock up at the target club with my hunting bow one day? Might actually do that. Oi, I threw that one. So we scored barely a 10, a solid 9, and a 7. So I guess that's one of the big differences between the hunting and the target bow. Like with a target bow and the stabilizers and all the rest of it in this wind, probably wouldn't be quite as wobbly as what I am without all of that stuff on there, not to mention the extra weight of the quiver on the bow as well. So let's shoot this last end and see how we go. I think I hit a little low there. It went where the pin was. I just didn't have the pin up high enough yet when it went off. Second last arrow. A little bit all over the shop on this end. See where this one goes. This wind is just nuts. Let's go see how those scored. So a 9, an 8, and a 9. So 139 out of 150 on a really windy day with my hunting bow. Not fantastic, not terrible either. I mean, just look at the wind, it's crazy. I haven't shot the hunting bow in probably about 6 months as well, so it's one of those things, if you don't keep it up, you sort of lose it, like any archery, golf, cricket, whatever, you know, any sport, you got to keep practicing. So I definitely have realized today that I need to make the hunting bow a part of my weekly routine to keep that skill up as well.